I've got about £400 worth of sapele here. I'm making an Oriel bay window that's going to have a window seat in it, and I've got to make some French doors, but you have to wait for that. They're just doors that I'm going to sand and paint. I'm not going to film that. But right now, it's a little job. I've got to repair this. You see all the joints are coming apart. I could take it to bits, but I don't really want to do that. I'm just going to get some glue on it. But what I'm going to do first is this joint, or I'm going to prepare this joint first anyway. I don't think it comes through at 90 degrees. So what I'm going to do is drill these, then get some glue in here. I've got syringe to do that. Right, so that line's going to help me guide the dowel, send the dowel in at the right direction, and this one just goes straight in. Sometimes on spindles and things like that, you can cut that off cleanly with chop saw or with a fine saw. Glue this little stub back on, try and get, you know, where the grain's broken, try and get that stuff lined up, glue that back on, and then drill down your cut end and drill into that one, and then just join them up. You know, you try and cut it where the mould won't really show where you've cut it. But I'll drill that as close as I can. I'm just going to use a little drill bit first to try and get a centre. This is a brad point bit, so it's got a little point on. But I'll try and drill it as close to the centre as I can. And use that line to line it up. Oh, take the hammer off. It's not bad, slightly out. And this is an 8mm bit. So now I can drill this one, same. All the time I was doing that, as I was drilling, I was looking down it, that way, just trying to get it lined up right. Don't need to be long. The dowels that I've got are only 40mm, I think, so I only need to go in there 20mm in the other one. So I've got a dowel here that I sanded down when I did the stair gates. Bit of glue on that and a clamp. Needs pulling in with a clamp. We'll get one across there. Right, like I said, I don't want to knock all these joints apart because some of them are actually loose. And sometimes they've got a little pin in. I don't think these have, because the ones that are loose are loose. What I'm going to do is get some glue in. Right, you can get syringes with a long blunt needle on, but I don't have that, I just have this. So I'm going to drill a little hole where it's not going to be seen. Squirt some glue in, but because the glue's going in, it'll create a vacuum like a piston. You can't get the glue in. So on these loose ones I don't think I'll have any problem, but I might have to drill another little hole to let the air out, so glue will come in, air pushes out. So what I've chosen to do is start on the back here These joints are quite firm. I've tapped them with hammer and they don't want to move. Same with these. But I don't think they're totally tight. And that one is actually loose. So I'm going to get some glue in these two at least. And get some glue in the top ones. I think I'm going to... I can't spread that anymore. I think I'm going to drill underneath here. Like I said, it's a brad point bit, so it doesn't slide so easily. A normal bit, you know, you'd be all over the place. See, that went loose then, so I went into the pocket. I think what I'm going to do is drill a little relief hole up here. Try not to mark that. Don't know where that was going. Don't want to drill through it though. This glue's normally quite thick anyway, but it's freezing in here. So I'm going to put a little bit of warm water in. Too much. That's a bit better. The long needles are better because you can actually inject the glue into the pocket, and then as the glue goes in it pushes the air out. But see how this goes. Let's squirt some in there, why not? See it come out of the top there. Watch. I better wash this off. Chair's knackered anyway. A bit of glue to clean off. I drilled a little hole inside there and there, just like I did on that one, because I couldn't get to the mortise and the tenon. I drilled it behind so you don't really see it. I'll clean this glue off. I'm going to do the same at the top there. So I've got a little hole there. These are 4mm holes that I'm drilling. The idea is no bigger than I need, but I'm hoping to get the nozzle of that in. See it come out around the joint. Get a bit of masking tape on that before it dribbles out. See that look? And on the inside I presume, as soon as it's pissing out. So plug that hole a little bit, put a little bit of tissue in or something I guess. That'll do. These are quite firm, so I don't think I'm going to bother putting a clamp on that. So now the back's glued together. Think about getting this front together. This all seems quite firm. I don't know what's going on there. I presume there's some dowels going all the way through. But I'll drill a hole up there, same here. Squirt some more glue in. It looks a bit loose, this. See that joint? So I'll get a clamp across there as well. Then I can think about doing them arms. And it's pretty much done then. what I'm aiming for is the tenon pocket in the bottom. Hopefully there'll be a bit of hollow. See, that went loose then, so I went into the hole. I don't know what's going on here, but loads in there. See it coming up there, look. Some in there. Get a clamp on it. Get a damp cloth, get this glue off. That's better, that tightened up then. That'll do. See some old glue here where somebody's had to go fixing it before. And I know this is loose. So finally, a bit more glue on there, bit of glue on there. Might want to run a bit of sandpaper on there, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Just going to use regular glue on this. Plenty on. I'm going to use this dowel. Then I know that it's not too tight. Plenty on, can always wipe it off. Oh, got that one to do. Nearly forgot about that. Okay, just put some glue on that, nearly forgot about this. I'm going to do the same. Drill a couple of holes. It'll probably come off that actually, but I'll drill a couple of holes, get some glue squirted in. One for the glue to go in, one for the air to come out. Okay, that's squished in there. I think that just went into this hole. Get some glue around there. I ain't got a little bush. I got off my ass and went out to the van, got a little bush. I've squirted some glue in a hole there that I drilled. See, that's not coming out. I'll break it if I try and get that out. So I'm going to drill it and squeeze some in like I did before. See the glue come out when I release the pressure inside. Struggling to get glue in that one. I didn't want to drill a hole in the top. There you go, look. Bit of filler on that. I'm going to leave that for an hour. I'll come back with a damp cloth and I can get the glue off that I can't get to. That's paint. Got a clamp on here holding that, but I can't on there because there's a split in the wood. I opened it up just a little bit squirted some glue in, but might have made that worse. Anyway, like I say, leave it an hour, come back, take the clamps off, get the glue off that I can't get to. So that's cleaned off, needs a polish, it's a bit damp still. I'm going to leave these clamps on overnight. That was broken by somebody sitting on it. I think that might be the same sort of thing that's happened to this, just over time. It's right along that dowel. I'll leave them overnight. Same with that one. That's where that dowel was. This syringe is useful. 20mm, I think that says. Got this online. It's had a good clean. Go back in the van now. Right, it's next day. Glue's not quite dry. It's very cold in here though. And there's a few sort of watermarks. So I'm going to go over with this cloth, with this fine scouring cloth. And that's getting rid of it. Then I'm going to polish it. I'm just going to put this on, clear wax polish. I've just put a liberal amount of that on. Let it soak in. It's looking alright. Could do with stripping really and staining. Could do with stripping and lacquering again, but you lose all the patina then. Right, I put a liberal amount on, like I said. I'm going to leave that a while. Let it soak in a bit and come back and polish it. And that'll be it. Right, that's it. Polished off now. That joint looks okay now. I'll take it up to the house.
But that's why I like you doing things. See, now I need some polyfiller. You finished?
Go on, put it up.
If I can. There's a nail fall out now.
It nearly covers it, doesn't it?